Stream is live. We're good. Aha!
Fun.
Yay! We're back, viewers and listeners. Welcome back to Dark Cloud 2. Are you ready for what might be? I don't think it's gonna be the last stream for this, because the final dungeon is definitely big enough to require at least 2 streams. And then there's the final post-game dungeon. That's gonna be so fun.
E.
So what are you up to right now, Crow?
I am playing Satisfactory, trying to make a reinforced iron plate construction chain, because these things are going to be fucking backbone of all my goddamn conveyor belts. And they are a pain in the ass to make, so getting this shit automated is very important.
Alright, last time we did Dark Cloud 2, we just finished getting all the elemental gems for the Stonehenge, so we can fuck with space-time and bring a giant machine into the past. Would you like to see this giant machine, Cryo?
Give me a second. I'm getting things lined up. As I don't have multiple monitors anymore. Okay, so I'm here.
Behold, and now we begin. We show the giant fucking machine.
Machine. Anyway.
Machine.
What's happening?
This is a very well-aged art style.
It is. Behold, the machine. Pasnos.
I'll make a planet? Anyway.
Look, it's Pasnos. All right, it worked.
Yay! And that's not the end of it. We're gonna see some really cool shit with it. Are you ready to see that? You ready to see a flying weapons platform fight a giant flying castle?
Done it. So
Sure.
that was Of course.
He has blood from 2 different times running in his veins. It's given him special qualities.
A boy descended from 2 eras. He may just be able to save us. He could be the one.
Oh,
Now,
I have it in a
let us
tiny
strike
window
back.
now.
Yay! Gotta love picture-in-picture. Yeah, fun lore thing. Max's mom is from the future, and his dad is from the present. And apparently that gives him special property. Anyway, that too. Also, this guy. He's voiced by Mark Hamill.
Of course he is.
God, I love him in this game. Like, that's a cool design.
So we need 3 constructors.
Ah, God, it's been years since I saw this scene.
These Pasnos attacks aren't doing anything. Prepare to fire the Nova Driver.
Sir, Nova Driver ready to fire.
What's a weapons platform without a giant fucking laser cannon? Like, can you build anything that's flying and has weapons that doesn't have a giant fuck-off laser cannon?
What are they gonna do?
No.
Exactly.
They plan on using Pasnos' strongest weapon, the Nova Driver cannon.
Nova Driver cannon?
Giant laser beams.
I've never seen it fired before either.
Can it damage that thing?
I sure hope so. We'll have to wait and see.
And then we need 3 constructors to make screws.
Screw it.
Ready to fire, sir.
Hmm.
Nova Driver, ready. Aim. Fire!
Screws. Screws. Screws.
God. God, I love it when... it's a little thing, but I love it whenever, like, a giant thing fires a big cannon, and you see the big thing that fired it move back from the recoil. Like, that's just one of my favorite things. I love the way it looks. Like, really makes it feel tough.
This is very bad.
Huh?
Look! The palace is falling towards Palm Brinks. The town will be crushed.
No way!
And...
What should we do, sir?
right, they shot the
There is a town at the estimated crash point of the palace.
They shot Griffin's palace down, and now it's crashing.
Stop it!
Initiate Colossus mode.
What? Colossus mode? What are you talking about?
It's a new system on Cosmos.
You must be joking. Cosmos doesn't have anything like that.
Yes, it does. You just don't know about it.
What? But ever since Cosmos was in its planning stages,
History has changed. Since Max and Monica went back in time, things have changed slightly. They've created a whole new time stream.
A new time stream. So that explains it.
And through history fuckery, Pasnos has a new thing that apparently wasn't there before.
Colossus mode.
Fun.
Entering Colossus mode.
It's a giant robot now. Want to see it transform?
I have it pulled. I have it in a tiny window. Sure.
Yay! Go, go, Power Rangers!
Cool. What is it?
I have no
Screw,
idea. It
screw,
looks like
screw.
Pasnos is transforming.
And that all feeds into 2 assemblers, but we don't have assemblers yet, so...
Like, that's a cool fucking robot. That's a cool fucking robot.
Castlebot, let's go.
Hell yeah.
Turned into a robot.
Huh? How did it do that?
I love it when giant robots are made of things that are definitely not just metal.
We'll stop the palace with Cosmos. Dive!
Yes, sir.
Like, genuinely, most things need to have more giant robots that are made that are made of like rocks and shit. It's so fun. Yeet. God, I love giant robots.
How cool! It just threw the palace aside.
The palace is on the ground. Let's try and get inside.
Okay.
And with that, we can now access the final dungeon. But before we do, we gotta get a picture of Pasnos. Wait, no? Gotta Okay, closer. Gigantor Pasnos. Alright, where is... Where's the moon? There's the moon. Gotta get a better angle. Because I need a picture of this. Because I need a picture of the moon and I need a picture of the sun. Oh, I never noticed that. I just noticed that. Like, on the HD version, you can... if you're looking up at the skybox at night and you move the camera, you can actually see the see some distortions where the skybox seams are.
Nice.
Like, I didn't know that. That's cool. Wait, did I also take a picture of... Album, move to album, move to album, move to album, move to album. Saving album data, because that might be useful for future playthroughs. Yeah. Yeah. Osmond here, before we go out to the dungeon, is giving us a thing on... just a little bit of a reason why we can see Pasnos in the background here in Kazarop Stonehenge, but if we go back to Gundorada Workshop, Pasnos is still there as well. Basically, it's a copy-paste of... it's simultaneously there and here at the same time, because time distortion bullshit.
Everything's ready.
Okay. Oh, right.
And with that, we can travel from here to the final area.
Max, Monica, listen carefully. Griffin's palace is back on the ground. This is our last chance to take him out. It's up to you to repair the history which Griffin has perverted. This is the final chapter.
So what's your favorite iteration of, like, what's your favorite use of time travel in media? Like, the way that it makes the most sense and just feels right to you?
Yes, Mother.
Leave Griffin to us.
Probably Terminator method, where, like, you go back to try and change the past, but that's how it always ends up happening.
And the most you can do is just delay the thing you were trying to stop.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's always stuck out to me. Like,
Here, make sure you
the idea you can fight Destiny, but it's something you have to keep fighting. Like, you can only do it for so long. And now we officially make our way back to the Moonflower Palace. Yaha. I just remembered something that I need to do. Dark Cloud 2. Moonflower Palace
Chapter 7.
diorama.
Palace of Flowers.
Alright. So, here's the thing. This diorama section is incredibly fucking tight. I'm not kidding when I say, from side to side, forward and back, you've got maybe a handful of pixels of wiggle room. What you have to build and put down in this place is incredibly tight. Anyway, here's a ghost.
Welcome to the Moonflower Palace. What? You have come to fight with Cyrus inside the Moonflower Palace, have you not?
Who the fuck is Cyrus?
You mean Griffin?
Please, don't blame Cyrus. I really hope you are able to see the child's true form. Who are you? I am the ruler of the palace, Alexandra. Cyrus has not yet realized what his role in life is. And neither have you two. Cyrus and I shared many memories in this garden. They are all still hidden here. If
I
this
love just for that
garden could
one
change back to
instant,
the way it
the
used to be,
whole thing just changed to a fucking JPEG.
everything again. Please, open up your hearts and see for yourselves the truth hidden here in the castle. There is a clue in the first room. Please, go and win back Cyrus's memories. If you do, I'm sure Cyrus will. I beg of you.
And this is a big hint for something in the game. We can't.
First room.
We literally cannot finish the dungeon until we complete the diorama in this area. Like, we will be hard locked out of the boss fight until we completely rebuild this garden. And we can't even start the diorama yet until we get some stuff from the dungeon itself.
He's not showing up this time.
I wonder.
And here we are, back in the first room of the palace. The foyer. Foyer? I've always been confused on how you pronounce that. Like, is it foyer or foyer?
What?
Hmm.
What is it?
The woman just now. Alexandra.
Yeah?
Mac, you spoke to her not even 2 minutes ago. How'd y'all forget her name?
Clue in the first room, right? Well, the first room is this hall. Look, Monica. This looks like the palace garden, but there's no flower bed like that out there. The pictures in this hall must show how the palace was long ago. So maybe what she meant was for us to return the palace garden back to what it used to be like in these pictures. I'm sure that's the way to uncover the secret about Griffin and this palace.
I bet you're right. It couldn't hurt to try. Uncovering Griffin's secrets, huh? Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right.
And this is how you're supposed to figure out how to rebuild the palace garden. By looking at all these pictures hung up in the foyer, you're supposed to figure out not just by what's in the picture, but by the angle and where not only where what's shown in the picture, but where the camera is pointing from. That's how you're supposed to figure out what goes where and what goes where, and when.
Yeah.
Like all these pictures that we're looking at now are shown pointing towards the palace. This one is the first one that's pointing away from the palace. There are 8 pictures in total that you're supposed to use to kind of make a mental map or draw out your own for how things are supposed to go. When I say... The problem is, some of these are just like pictures of the same thing from slightly different angles. So you get a couple of repeats. But those slightly different angles also help. Like, this one. This one's supposed to tell you that across from this little bridge here, there's supposed to be a couple of benches on either side at the base of them. And this one's supposed to tell you that by the river on one side, there's a bunch of flowers up in one corner with a couple down in the opposite corner on the other side. But now, before we go in, I do have a question.
E.
You see, I've got this thing, the name change ticket. It'll let me do a specific glitch, which will let me transform one weapon into another. Should I do that now, or should I wait a little bit?
I'd wait a little bit.
Alright, because the reason I ask is because there are 3 weapons that I can make out of it. At least that I want to make. There's the Island King, which is Monica's ultimate sword. There's the Legend, which is Max's ultimate hammer. And there's the Supernova, which is Max's ultimate gun. Which, I want to make one of those 3. Now, I'm well on my way to making the Supernova on my own. So that's fine. So that one's kind of out of the running. Whereas, when it comes to the other 2, that's also a lot of work that needs to be put in that the name change ticket will be able to cut out. So whichever one we decide to make, we'll figure it out. But anyway, we are now in Moonflower Palace Dungeon proper, and it is probably the largest of the base dungeons in the game. Like, we've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 floors to go through. The optional post-game story dungeon has 45. Anyway, now we continue through Dark Cloud 2, through the Moonflower Palace. And God, I love that animation for the door. I just love the vibes in this dungeon. Cause like, that's just, cause like, just look at it. This shit's cool. God damn it. Yeah, shit hits hard. That was like 4 shots. God, that is some insane damage drop-off. This hammer was doing upwards of like 200 or 300 on in the previous dungeon, even on the optional, like, harder dungeon floors. Now it's barely doing 60. How much do I need for this? I gotta get 135. Attack, smash, beast. I think the legend might actually be better, easier to get, because... Yeah, Alright, first max adjacent weapon I find gets turned into the legend. Alright, let's... Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Bundy? What the fuck are you doing here, Ted? Another thing I can appreciate about the final dungeon is that it's very... It's very sharp in its angles for what goes where and where everything is. There's no little places for the speeder balls to just fly off, no voids or anything off to the sides and all the hallways. It is just pure, simple, to the point, indoor hallways. Alright. We need Chill Smashing Beast. To chill. Alright, alrighty then. Still need a lot more. Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da. There we go. Alright, switch out to Max so he can get some... Okay, anything Monica kills with the magic, that EXP's gotta go to Max. Anything that... And Max has to just get as much as he can in general. And the thing about the Moonflower Palace is... There's some really irritating stuff with it. Well, one irritating thing thing with it. In that, once you beat Griffin, once you beat the final boss, once you get into the Chapter 8 post-game stuff, you cannot come back. Ever. Once you beat the final boss, you are locked out of the final dungeon and you cannot come back for anything. So if you want to get that trophy for getting all the medals in all the dungeons, for completing everything that's needed, if you want the platinum, you need to 100% this dungeon before you beat the final boss.
God.
Of course, that's only if you're going for the platinum, because this is a PS2 game. We didn't have achievement systems back in 2006. Well, 2002. Aye. Okay. Yeah, the Silver Gears gotta be one of my least favorite enemies in the whole fucking game. Like, they just hurt. They just fucking hurt. But the thing about Moonflower Palace is that it's gotta have some of the easiest, sweetest stuff in the game. Because there's no way for everything to get caught on... Because there's not a whole lot of ways for things to get caught on walls, and there's no fucking gaps in the universe for these things to fall into. Oh, of course, sometimes this can happen, too.
What am I seeing?
I can't play golf.
Damn.
It's still technically within bounds, but it's pushed so far into the corner that Max physically can't get that close to the wall. I've never seen that happen before. Well, we're heading off to the next dungeon, or next floor then. And when we do, we're gonna finish this floor, gonna leave, and then we're gonna go buy a weapon for Max that will be able to turn into the legend. Use the Queen's watering pot. And we'll travel through the fucking weird-ass plant door system. And we're gonna exit the dungeon. Gonna move to Sindane, because there's a weapon shop there. Alright, I believe... Yeah, Melane's here. Buy weapons. Okay. Before we do the name change thing, I'm gonna go to a save point. Well, we're gonna go back to Moonflower Palace. Use the save point there inside the Alright, we're gonna use the save point here. And before we call it apart for this recording sesh, change name. legend. Or, not legeg. Legend. And there we go. The legend. Legendary hammer whose very existence was in doubt. That is a massive statistical difference between it and the heavy hammer. And so, I'm gonna slap on a little bit of... slap on some fire to the heavy hammer. So that way a little bit of that gets pushed over onto the legend when we break down the heavy hammer. Now all we need to do is level up the legend once. Okay, this thing. The fucking fountain. This thing pisses me off to no end.
Okay.
Because, like I said, this place, like, the georama requirements for this place are so fucking picky. Like, when I say that you have maybe a handful of pixels of wiggle room, that's not hyperbole. If you're not incredibly precise with where you put things, you can mess up everything. Like, everything gets put, like, you won't have room for certain things, which means you'll have to undo everything, start over from scratch. Alright, and with that, we're gonna call it a recording session for there. Not gonna stop streaming. YouTube audience, we'll see you tomorrow. Twitch audience, we will still be here. Kind of. Because I have to actually go use the bathroom between recording bits. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow, YouTube audience. Ba-bam!